everybody. Welcome to yet another fun Sunday night. And look who's back. It's
me.
Jason.
It's me, Mario. No.
How was your vacation?
Oh, it was nice. It was nice. I have a lot to say about it.
You have a lot to say about it.
I have a lot to say about it.
Okay. You have me all charged up. Thank you.
Yes.
It
was nice and relaxing. Normally I can't take a full week away. And I did some work while I was there anyway, but
excellent.
So if anybody saw the Charlie Sheen video, I did some work while I was out there. Filmed on location in beautiful Ocean City, Maryland.
Oh my God. I can't wait to hear about your Ocean City trip, as I like to call Ocean Shitty.
Down the ocean.
Down the ocean.
It was just great.
So the last time we were live, we decided to take a break on Wednesday. Hold on. There he is. I just turned him up, so he shouldn't be very low anymore.
Good.
Last time we were live was a Sunday, last Sunday. We took a break on Wednesday. Last Sunday we came on and we talked about how somebody dogged the absolute crap out of us because of our creating of the Black Panther video and collecting the money from said video. People basically, because on there we were like, oh, if you go and put Funko Pops on eBay, you're a dick and all this type of stuff. And they got mad and it was a whole drama. So last week was Funko drama. So you missed out on that. We had a lot of fun.
I paid attention.
We had a lot of fun.
Nothing gets by this guy. Trust me.
It was great. So now we're back. We're back to our normal Sunday. I'm really excited about this because we missed you. We missed you last week. It would have been nice to have a little commentary from you in regards to what was going on. Did you have anything you wanted to say about what happened?
I mean, as far as what happened with Chadwick, it shocked. Like I was shell shocked. I found out about it in the middle of making hummus and I messed up. Like that's like it completely, because I'm sitting there talking to people. I'm like going, no way, and I'm like reading stuff and I grab a wrong can of beans. It ruined everything. It was a waste of time for all that. But it was just, terrible news. That was just awful.
Yeah.
I still don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 43. That's too young.
Yeah. I'm still baffled over the whole thing because, of course, we had no idea any of this was happening, and then we find out that he's passed, and what. And
that's the fact that he kept it quiet and that nobody knew and no one leaked it around him. I would like to know how that happens.
Yeah.
Like nobody. He didn't mention it to anybody, and his family didn't say it. Like no one leaked it. So he must have been a really swell person for that to happen, because usually someone will leak something about somebody.
Yeah.
So that I think that just it's terrible. I feel awful for his family. I feel awful for his friend. Anyone who loved him. It sucks.
Yeah,
big
time. Yeah. Big time. Yeah, I agree. So the whole Black Panther debacle. Now people are wondering what's going to happen with Black Panther, and I'm in agreement with a lot of other people. Shuri should take over the Black Panther mantle because I don't really think you could find an actor to replace him. I think it's better that they go in the direction of making her the Black Panther and just kind of say like he passed away or something bad happened to him. He got into a big battle. Maybe it could open with some sort of villain that's this big bad villain who has defeated Black Panther, and now Shuri has to take up the mantle and kind of build on that.
As long as they don't do like what they did with the Crow and just or just any superimpose him or just do some sort of weird Star Wars magic and make him appear. Right. Maybe they should just open it up, just like, oh, he left. Yes, we need a new one. So you're gonna be the new guy. You're gonna be the new person to take up the mantle. He went away. He's busy.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that. So Shuri should be the person. Listen, Marvel, if you're out there and you're listening, your ears are open right now.
They definitely are watching this.
Shuri
Did
should
Marvel
be the new Black
log into
Panther.
the chat? Did we see that?
Marvel Cinematic Universe is here. Kevin Feige. So on tonight's live episode, we were going to discuss The Boys. Now, have you caught up on The Boys, the season 2 yet?
No, and this goes back to an earlier podcast that we had where I talked about how I hated how everything got released at once and the need to binge everything.
Yes.
And then Amazon just goes, 3 episodes, then you wait every Friday. I love it. That's my favorite thing. I have not begun to watch this yet because I didn't want to. I'm going to start soon. It's going to be done this week. So
Yeah.
by the next one, I'm going to be all caught up on that show.
It's a brilliant move, and I remember Mandalorian is sort of who what started this, because Mandalorian was a new episode every week. I'm assuming that for The Boys, it's going to be 3 new episodes every Friday, I guess. I don't really know if it's going to be 1 new episode or 3, because it says new episodes every Friday. It doesn't say new episode. So I'm assuming that they're giving you maybe three more, like they've started.
I mean, I read that as because, it's just new episodes this fall. Think of stuff like that. I just think that's verbiage or verbiage. Is it verbiage or verbiage?
Verbiage.
Whatever it is, it's that. It's that verb word.
Well, I guess we'll find out this upcoming...
The wording.
We'll find out this upcoming Friday.
I just felt like Porky Pig. It's the verb, the verb, the wording of it all. It's what they say.
So I've read a couple of reviews, people not on like Metacritic or anything, but just people on my Facebook feed saying things like, this new season of The Boys isn't as great, or it's boring. I couldn't make it past the 2nd episode. I personally loved it. I thought it was great. It was everything you everything you expect. Everything you expect from The Boys. They introduced a couple new characters. Personally, I absolutely think it's the greatest thing ever. But maybe it's not. I'm a Marvel fanboy, right? So anything Marvel makes, I'm pretty much in love with. Maybe that's how it is for The Boys now. Maybe I see it, and no matter what The Boys does, even if they crap something out, I'm just going to absolutely love it. I don't know.
So people are already complaining about it. The show has only been in less than a year. It's been around.
Of course.
People already are just like, well,
dude, everybody's a critic. I expect that out of people. I mean, shit, I'm already like talking crap about the new Avengers game because it's crashed on me.
Your screenshot, your swimming screenshot.
Yeah, the glitch, and like it crashed on me today, and I've been very frustrated. And I posted in the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group. If you're not there, you should go and join. It's on Facebook. I posted a photo there, and people are like, "I'm not having any problems. There's no problems here. I've been playing it for hours." And I'm like, "Why? Well, F me then, I guess."
Right?
Yeah, F me, right? My PlayStation is the only one that breaks apparently, but it is what it is.
It's just you. Hey, I do have something I want to say. If you like my cool little background, the first person who can guess correctly what it is, I'll send a free 2-pack of Pop Shield armor too.
Oh my God!
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah. No, you are not eligible.
Darn it!
Heather always wants everything for free.
Jason, that's a little sexist. I feel like you're discriminating against me.
No, well, it's just because you're there.
Oh my God!
And because I already know.
And you already know. And Chris, if Chris said the same thing, I would have said that. I would have said, no, you're ineligible. But everyone else is eligible. So if someone can catch it, whoever catches it first, I will do that.
Well, I can't wait to see who comes up with the name of the game. We'll have to find out. So I'm switching the screen now because now we're going to be looking at. Oh, we're not looking at that. You don't want to see that. That's crap. Hold on. Where's that? Boom. There we go. All right. So
I'm glad it wasn't that weird video you had up earlier.
What if it was me and it was like a nude photo? Oh, sorry, guys. Like I have no reason to have a nude photo up, but I have it up anyway. It's like I want people to see it, and I act like it's an accident. Oh, there's my hog.
It's you like lying on a couch, like a ratty old like a broken couch.
Right, exactly. Well, like in the same pose as the girl from Titanic.
Yeah, with a stuffed unicorn at your feet.
Right, exactly.
It's really weird.
So what I brought up are a picture of the boys, Funko Pop. So this is actually from Poppin' Off Toys, our new sponsor. If you guys don't already know that, we explained that in one of our new videos. The Poppin' Off Toys is awesome. In fact, Poppin' Off Toys and $7 a pop are a part of something really big that we're doing right now as well, and we'll get into that a little bit here shortly. It's still coming together. It's a charity. Anyway. The Boys Funko Pops. I've been waiting for these for a long time, and I'm glad that they're finally being released. This is great. I was hoping that we had already had a first release, and we would be getting Pops for this season, but of course it isn't working out that way. I was wondering, because you guys have both watched The Boys, what Funko Pops are you most excited for out of this lineup?
What is up with Starlight? Why does she look the same? What am I missing?
One's glow-in-the-dark Chase.
Well, why does it have a regular Chase sticker?
I don't know, but it is a glow-in-the-dark Chase.
I thought that she had one that was like a different outfit, like her second outfit.
Yeah, I thought so too.
No, it's the same thing.
That's
Same
weird.
outfit, but glow-in-the-dark.
So is that translucent? Is
That is translucent.
Is he gonna be like transparent?
I believe so.
Okay, then I'm gonna vote for him. But if that's not the case, then I really like Billy Butcher.
Okay.
As weird as that
Interesting.
sounds.
Interesting. So how about you, Jason?
I'm trying to pull up the graphic so I can see it too.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, my favorite character from the show is Homelander. I want the floating one. I like the floating Homelander. So if I had to pick one, that's the one I'm getting.
Yeah, my favorite character is also Homelander. I think he's the most. In fact, in the new episodes, he comes across as more disgusting, more disgusting than the first season. It's
How
amazing.
is that even possible?
Exactly, it's amazing. And I don't want to say anything because I know you guys are still watching it, and I'm sure a lot of people watching right now are waiting to watch it as well. Homelander Funko Pops for sure. They released a glow-in-the-dark one. Heather and I recorded an entire video about this the other day, which is why this is tonight's subject.
Yep.
We
We
made a
recorded
video.
an entire video of this.
Well,
and why haven't you seen it? Because Chris deleted it. Why did he delete it? Because he didn't like it. And he didn't consult me before deleting it. So now it's gone, and I wasted probably about 30 minutes of my life recording this video on these Boys Pops, and now it's gone.
But you got to be with me, though. That's fun.
Always with you.
But it was
It
fun.
seems like she doesn't care.
No, she doesn't. So we found that for whatever reason, there's the Homelander with the glowing eyes. As you can see on this page here, he's not a part of the common set. He just his picture happens to be on Poppin' Off Toys with the rest of the commons. That one is from apparently Target, but Amazon is selling it as well. The same exclusive. I don't have any clue as to what that's all about.
JB just said the Starlight you're talking about is the Amazon exclusive one, so probably the one with like the smaller outfit.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking.
Okay, so they're also selling Homelander that glows in the dark on Amazon as well, but he's a Target exclusive.
Well, they did that with Bugs Bunny, the King Bugs.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
I don't understand it.
Well, it makes me wonder.
I don't like it.
I don't like that. It makes me wonder: is it because Amazon is the one who basically hosts the show or owns the show? Is that why? In other words, they can sell all of the Boys Funko Pops because they actually have the show itself.
They are the boys.
Right.
Amazon are the boys. I said
Well, then that wouldn't make any sense for Bugs Bunny then.
That
No, it
that
wouldn't.
doesn't make any sense at all.
Does Amazon own Bugs Bunny? Did we not touch on it?
Amazon owns everything, I think, at this point.
We missed that episode of Amazon.
Yeah.
Can we? I'm not caught up on Amazon, so I don't know. Perhaps.
So Snowden says, I've been waiting for Dia, his girlfriend, to watch the new episodes, thinking it's time to watch it without her. Do you guys ever deal with dilemmas like this? It's funny you say that because Chris has been watching the new season, and I when I finish a show, it's unless I'm completely obsessed with it, it's gone. Like, it's out of my mind. So I'm currently rewatching the first season so that way I can catch up with him. And I'm trying to catch up by the time this Friday rolls around, because I have the feeling if this Friday rolls around and I'm not caught up, Chris is just going to finish everything without me.
Well, no, yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Well, here's why though. I don't like to be spoiled, so I try to watch it as fast as I can. The same with the Marvel films and everything as well. I did not want to be left behind with these three because I know you don't really care so much about the spoiled part of it, right? For me, I don't want to be spoiled. I want to be able to watch it for myself.
It depends on what it is. I did not read the Deathly Hallows in the Harry Potter series for like years and years and years because somebody told me a big major part that happened in the end.
Did you watch the movie though?
No.
Like when it first came out?
No, I boycotted everything. I read every single book up until the sixth book.
How long did you go for?
I don't know when it came out, but at least 6 or 7 years.
What?
Yeah, maybe actually close
Wow.
to 10.
6 or 7 years? That's like your version of Harry Potter again.
Yep.
That's incredible. That is incredible.
You boycotted the movie because someone spoiled it for you?
Yeah, I waited almost 10 years to read it. Yeah, I didn't watch the movie.
What is happening? That is incredible.
Yeah, I was really upset about it. I was so upset that someone told me a big major plot point. And then I felt like an idiot when I read it and watched the movie because I was like, oh, well, that's not the only thing that happens. Like, it was like one thing.
I am so scared of you right now. Because
Why?
I feel like I could upset you and you'll just not talk to me for 7 years.
Well, I mean, I want to do that now.
At least you're honest. At least you're honest about it. Looking at these Funko Pops, is there a character you wish that they made a part of this set that isn't here? That was my big question about all this. And this is why I actually didn't post that video or edit it, because we didn't really get to talk about that. So I wanted to talk about that here in the trifecta, as it were. Guys?
I don't know. I think they covered everybody.
Not the way I want. Ready?
Oh,
Translucent nude in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
First episode.
Oh
Dong
my
and
God.
all. Dong and all.
Dong and all. You don't see his dong in the show, do you?
Yes, you do. You see his whole wiener. You see the balls.
Listen, Jason, that shows you that is the honest difference between a man and a woman. There was a hog on the screen. I didn't even see it. Heather, she knows exactly. She could probably draw it right now.
Are you saying she has hogdar?
Yes, she does.
It's
Heather, could you go
like,
Heather's going to go grab some Play-Doh and start building it for us right before our eyes.
I can show you.
Does it sound like sonar? It's like. We found the hog.
When she finds the hog. I did not know that they show his bear hog in that show.
I was shocked because it's like they drop it on you in the very first episode.
Drop it on you.
Yeah. And it's in there for a solid at least like 5 or 6 seconds.
Did I ever tell you the time I was scarred?
Like, hold on. Full Mississippi seconds. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 1 Mississippi, 2
I was scarred by a hog on screen. I was a kid and I was flipping through the channels at night. This is before it was like, me finding myself country. And I kind of was, switching through the channels. And I hit this channel and it was Skinemax. It was at like 11 at night. And it was a dude, straight up hog and a full bush. And I remember seeing that and I was like, I had no idea what to do. I didn't know what I was looking at. It was like one of those pictures, in psychotherapy where they show you a picture and you have to figure out what it is and tell them what it is. That's kind of a situation I was in. I had no idea.
So wait, are you
Ink blots.
So like dongs are like Rorschachs to you? Is that how that
That
works?
particular one? Yeah, because it was like a solid photo of like his legs, hog, hair, and but it was like very up close. I remember seeing it as a kid. I'm like, what am I looking at?
I remember that movie. It was with Daniel Day-Lewis called My Left Dong. That's what it was. That's what it was. Then you saw it there.
Yeah, it scarred me for life.
Yeah, I guess they didn't make The Deep, did they? The Deep's not part of this series.
That is who I wanted.
Wasn't he like a con exclusive somewhere?
No.
He
Yeah.
wasn't.
Not yet.
No.
Oh, but we got New York Comic Con coming up.
Yep.
I swear, I don't think it was a glam. I think it was words. You know how they post words of like pops that are going to be released.
What?
They post pictures.
Do you remember where it has words?
If you don't shut up, I'm going to lose it.
Are you talking
about.
how like Dis Funko will post
lists.
the upcoming things and it's just like a screenshot? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not of like the actual pop, but like rumored like words.
So I don't see. I'm gonna have to talk to our buddy Wes Howard because I don't see where I can buy all of them at one time. I want to buy the set.
They may have sold out because they went up on Friday, and
Christ.
everything kept going up on Friday. All the 3 exclusives, the Target, the Amazon, and the Walmart all went up on Friday. They sold out within like 10-15 minutes.
Oh my god! Here's the bundle. Wait a minute. Oh, sold out. Son of a bee.
It's because Popping Off Toys had that. I think Spy World even had it, and they all the bundles sold out. And that's just been lately with anything that Funko puts out that's popular remotely. It sells out. Like it's
Wow.
like common stuff, like stuff that you wouldn't expect to sell out. But I think like Wes had the guaranteed chase with that as well. So not 100% certain on it.
Okay, I'll have to talk to Wes and see what I can work out with him as far as how do I get all of them.
Hey, I was late. I forgot. Help me.
I'm a big old dummy. A-Train looks great. This is a series where they could release a bunch of exclusives that are bloody, because many of these characters end up getting some form of bloody. Like Huey definitely gets covered in blood when Translucent explodes. So that would be kind of cool. They are making a Billy Butcher that's bloody. That's from Walmart. I think I have him ordered already. And then you're talking about the Starlight, and then the Homelander. The Homelander with the glowing eyes. That one I've already ordered as well. So I have them all. I think I have most of the exclusives already on order. Now I just need the common set. And I really want the Deep because he's such a douchebag.
With a dolphin.
Yo, that would be cool.
With the dolphin.
Yes.
That was my best dolphin.
That sounded like a baby. That sounded like a baby laughing.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
I don't think
I saw dolphins last week, and I felt very strong connection to them. So that's why that happened just now.
Did you jump into the sea with them and go on adventures?
I did, and it went, and the lobsters started singing to me.
Did you ever hear that that dolphins like actually try to do things with people? You ever hear of a dolphin rape? Serious thing.
I think that dolphins.
No, it's a real thing.
No, listen. I think that dolphins are one of the very few like animals that enjoy having sexual intercourse.
Okay.
I think they most do.
I like how she gets scientific.
No, like most animals do it just to reproduce, but I think dolphins and humans are the only ones that enjoy, like, do it for, like, just for the hell of it.
Oh.
Like, not to just have babies.
Yes.
Wow, Flipper, the movie Flipper and the TV show Flipper has a whole new meaning now, doesn't it?
Yeah, right? I love how Heather comes in with facts.
Dolphin porn. It's called, hey, what's that one? Oh, it's called Flipper Over. It's everyone's favorite. It's everyone's favorite.
Female dolphins appear to have sex for pleasure.
Booyah,
I'm not
Google.
wrong.
And not just business.
Yep.
They're in it for pleasure.
Well, that's something. Good for dolphins. So
Yeah.
if I get reincarnated, I want to be a dolphin.
Humans, pigs, bonobos, I don't know what a bonobo is, and dolphins, and one or two more species of primates
Bonobos
are the only species that do it because it feels good.
What is a bonobo?
Bonobo.
It's a type of primate monkey.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, according to this, the bonobo, also historically called the pygmy chimpanzee, and less often the dwarf or gracile chimpanzee. It's an endangered great ape, not grape ape, but a great ape, and one of the two species making up the genus Pan, the other being the common chimpanzee. So it's basically a chimpanzee.
You know, it's funny because you guys we're talking about something I've literally never heard that word in my entire life. I've never heard bonobos ever in my life. This is the very
That's
first
why
time.
they like to do it because it feels good because they got a weird sexual name.
They got a bonobo.
I got a bonobo for you, girl.
Bonobos sound like some sort of like chocolate covered ice cream balls. Like from the 90s that they would sell like only at like the expensive grocery store.
Yes.
They wouldn't sell them at Value Food. They would sell them only at like Revco. Like you could only get them at Revco, which became CVS, but that's beside.
Revco? I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, Revco. Revco is the old they became CVS back in CVS bought them out.
What?
Yeah, it was
Interesting.
Revco.
Interesting.
But I'm older than you, but a little bit. But it's just the Revco years I was older than you.
The Revco years.
Used to go to after we get done with Caldor, we have to go to Revco and pick up your prescription.
Did we ever talk about Jax? I think is it Jax? No, Rax. Rax. R-A-X. It was a fast food restaurant.
No,
No.
I thought we were talking about like Rax.
No. So Rax was a fast food restaurant back when you and I were growing up, and they had one.
Oh.
They had one nearby where I lived in Brooklyn Park, Maryland, and it's
the
where
roast beef chain.
Yeah, I think it was a roast beef joint. Yeah, I mean I don't remember so much about it. I remember my parents taking me there a couple of times, but that was just about it.
They're still around.
What?
But yeah, they're in Ohio.
Where no one would find them.
Well, if someone was in Ohio, they could find them.
Jesse
And
G.
their website is not equipped for like phones. Doesn't
Oh.
work. But the name of their thing is copyright 2018 from Racks to Riches.
That's good.
Riches, R-I-C-H, comma S.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Or apostrophe, not comma.
Oh,
I'm saying
okay.
sky comma. That's the
Sky
apostrophe.
comma. Jesse
Yes.
James says, from wieners to racks.
That's how we like to do it here.
That's how we roll on Sundays. It's weird.
No, I don't remember Racks at all.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so we can go right into the podcast here for a second. I just wanted to talk about the boys for like 2 more seconds. Because you guys have
So we're back to wieners then?
yes,
Okay.
you guys have not watched the new season. Are you both ready for the new season? That's question number one.
Obviously not.
Okay.
Second.
Are you both excited for the second season?
Yes.
Okay.
I am, because Amazon ranks above Netflix as far as original
Oh, here we
programming goes, but
Here we
that's
go.
beside the point.
Mhm.
Here we go.
So there's a show, there's a documentary on Netflix right now. It's great, by the way. It's called High Score, and it's about
I want to watch that. It's
great.
I'm excited to watch that.
great. Say something else.
I really want to watch it.
Great. It's really. I'm never not going to want to do that. All right, so let's see. Where's the one that says heroic nonsense? That's us.
No, but
That's
I
you.
am looking forward to
there.
watching The Boys. I've really enjoyed the first season. I hope they also make it not like 13 episodes. I liked that because it was only 8 or 10.
10 episodes.
Okay.
I want to do it.
I was wondering what she was doing, because she was like doing this in front of your
She
area.
wants to change the color of the background of Heroic Nonsense podcast. It's at the top. You changing it to a green or teal?
No.
Teal. Man, I had a really like. You ever watch a movie and it makes you feel like incredibly sentimental?
Yes.
Today I watched American Pie 2. And American Pie 2 is about their summer. And then, of course, at the end, it's like the end of their summer. Man, that killed me. I'm still thinking about it. I can't get it out of my head. And I'm thinking about all those like early 2000s, late 90s, like punk songs that they play, and Newfound Glory's on there. And
Oh, you didn't even know. Get out of here.
No, but I'm pointing that out because you told me that's what it was. But I know all the songs, obviously, because I've seen the movie a million times.
You don't know.
Chris is like, yeah, NFG, Newfound Glory. Everyone loves them. Whatever.
Yeah.
I feel that way about Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
What a great movie.
Yeah. With God Gave Rock and Roll to You Part 2, the Kiss version.
Did you watch the new Bill and Ted?
Yes, I wanted to get to that. I was gonna
Oh.
I'm saving my good stuff.
Okay, because Heather is not going to want to talk about it. She hated it. All right, so here we go. Heather, in fact, Heather didn't want to talk about any of that, did you? You don't care about the Bill and Ted. She don't like Bill and Ted at all, do you?
It's not that I didn't like it. No, I didn't say that.
Okay, let me pull up the stuff. Okay, so if you guys don't know what's going on and you're new here, we do something called Heroic Nonsense Podcast, and that is a podcast with myself, Heather, and Jason. We do this
That's me.
we do
That's that guy.
we do this every Sunday. We do it live here, and then we post it up on.
Don't lie to our viewers. We don't do it every Sunday. We missed last Sunday. We're sorry.
We try to do it every Sunday.
Jason was on vacation. He was living his best life, okay?
Yeah, I had to live my best life.
He was on vacay. But we have our podcast where we talk about all sorts of things. It doesn't have to do with Funko specifically. We talk about movies, and like he mentioned, he wants to talk about the new Bill and Ted film. So hang out with us. Comment when you want, question when you want, be a part of the fun. Because when we started doing the podcast, we would post it on anchor.fm, and it would go on Google Play and all over the place. Apple podcast or whatever the hell that is. We'd post it and people would say, man, I really wish that I could like speak up while you guys are having your podcast because I feel like I'm in the conversation with you, which is that's a great thing to hear. But we wanted to give you guys the opportunity to literally do that. So this is your opportunity. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to start. I'm going to hit the button. Everybody ready? Heather?
I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Actually,
ready.
let's test it first. Testing.
You don't need to be that close to the mic.
Sorry.
And you don't need to be that freaking loud.
All right, Heather.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Which mic is mine? Is this the right one?
Yeah, that's you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's you.
Okay. Well,
My
I'm
mic
really loud.
sounds nice. Check 1. My mic sounds nice. Take 2.
No, his is good.
yeah, you're
hold
not.
on, let me test one more time. Test. All right, we're in. All right, let me stop that, and then we're going to start.
And before you click, just remember, if you lived in Ohio, you could have racks delivered directly to your house via DoorDash.
Well,
But I'm just throwing that out there.
Not here.
I'm thinking once this pandemic's over and we're able to travel to different states, we should just drive for 8 hours or whatever it is to go get some sub Arby's roast beef.
I really want some Rax roast beef. I'm going to be honest with you. Some Ohio beef.
Ohio.
Some Ohio beef.
It's Ohio, Kentucky, in Harlan, Kentucky, and hold on. I thought it's Joliet, Illinois, and I thought it said toilet because the J was cut off, but it's not.
There should be a little box that says all the places you've never been, and that's their locations.
Ironton, Ohio, Lancaster, Ohio, West Union, Ohio. I don't know how to pronounce all these. Circleville and Georgetown, Ohio. We're going to go to one of these and we're going to go do it. We're going to cross over. I'm going to find the directions and map it out for us.
Can you guys just bring it back for me?
I just want to say I don't want to go to Circleville because we'll never get out.
Can I? Wait, no, not all right. I just wanted to say that Ohio beef sounds like a D-list porn star. Let's go.
I personally feel that Ohio beef sounds like some sort of like 80s yacht rock band.
Oh my God.
And now I'm Casey Kasem. At number 3 this week, debuting with their number 1 song, "Give Me the Slice," is Ohio Beef. Give me some slice.
I love that Heather said Ohio beef is a good, second-rate porn star name.
I said D-list,
D-list,
but that's
yeah,
fine.
that's great. That's great. That's
D-list actually sounds like you'd be a top one.
Hey, D-list.
Hey,
You're on
hey.
the D-list. All right, here we go. Welcome to Heroic Nonsense. I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Casey Kasem. I'm Jason.
JC Jason.
Sorry. I'm JC Jason. And here on America's Top 40.
You know what? That should be one of your new characters for $7 a pop.
JC Jason.
JC Jason.
And today we're talking about the Signature Series. We brought Casey Kasem back from the dead to have him sign some things. And here it is, number 1 this week.
I like that.
I was at the beach this past week, and they had the one station I love down there listening to is the Wave, and it's all like 70s, 60s, 70s. It's like Mix 106 in the 80s, like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and then 90s.
That's awesome.
But it was mostly not as much 90s in there, but it was good stuff. But they had the Casey Kasem countdown, and it was always just like the Pointer Sisters hadn't had a number 1 hit up until this point, but here they are, number 2 this week with Slow Hand on America's Top 40. And of course, Slow Hand never got to be number one because of a certain movie and song called "Endless Love" by Lionel Richie and help me out here.
I can't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know the song "Endless Love"?
No.
Ah.
Don't play it either. Sing it.
I'm not, because you're gonna get demonetized.
Yes, exactly. It happens every time.
Diana Ross, but it was from a movie called "Endless Love." You don't? It's like my endless love. Do 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 do.
Well, there goes the monetization. Thanks, Jason.
They'll never. It sounded exactly like him. You were playing Mr. Lionel Richie and Diana Ross? No, we were not. Yeah, I heard it. It was angelic.
Perfect rendition.
Angelic. Perfect pitch. Perfect pitch, dog.
Well, no,
Yes,
I have no idea what that song is. I'm going to have to go and look for that after we're done here.
It was a huge hit. And again, that was probably back in the Revco Rax days, as we talked about. By the way, if you want to go get Rax roast beef, we were talking about this beforehand, how Chris remembers this roast beef place that was apparently sub Arby's that used to be around here called Rax, R-A-X, Rax to Riches. But they had roast beef, and most of them are gone, but there's several still in Ohio, in the Ohio Valley. And the closest one, it's under a 7-hour road trip with no traffic right now.
Oh my God.
You know, Hawthorne Heights did a song, Ohio is for Lovers, and they talk about, and my heart is in Ohio.
That's because that's where the Rax roast beef is.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
We
That's
just
it.
blew this wide open.
Oh my
Son
God.
of a bee.
We figured it
We
out.
figured it out.
That's what it was all about. They tried to steal Virginia's slogan, Virginia's for lovers.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out it was all about roast beef in Ohio.
Yep.
What is up with all of the roast beef restaurants that were popping up around that time? You have Arby's, Rax,
Hardee's.
Hardee's, and then Roy Rogers also
I
serving.
forgot they had roast beef because
Also
everyone
serving roast
wanted
beef?
subpar roast beef. They're like, oh, I love roast beef, but I don't want it to taste like it. Then we got you covered.
I want it to taste like weird beefy plastic.
I love roast beef from those restaurants. I don't know what you guys are talking about, and I'm being dead serious. I could eat a Roy Rogers roast beef. I could eat an Arby's roast beef right now. I could eat a Rax. Well, I don't know.
I'd probably be sick.
I don't know about the Ohio roast beef. I'm not
Yeah.
too sure how I feel about that.
Rohio.
Rohio.
Rohio beef. But I did go on vacation. So I had a nice little trip. We went down Ocean City, Maryland, and we hit no traffic. There was no one there. It was like dead. And for the week before Labor Day, I had figured it was going to be like, I was nervous about the trip because I'm just like, Jesus, there's going to be people like with purposely not wearing a mask and just like trying to breathe on me.
Right.
It's like, what's the matter with you? Droplets.
Ugh.
That's the noise the droplets.
Ugh.
But that didn't happen. It wasn't there. It was great.
What? So you mean to tell me the people on the boardwalk? There weren't that many people on the boardwalk or anything?
I didn't go there. I won't go to the boardwalk. I didn't want to because
Wait a
I had
minute.
heard.
What do you mean? Well, hold on, stop. When you go to Ocean City, you can't dodge the boardwalk. How are you?
Yes, you can.
Where are you going?
There's like 140 streets.
No, but I'm saying, okay, I understand that. But there you have to come in contact with the boardwalk at some time, right?
No.
So you're
The
so
boardwalk,
far.
The boardwalk only. Yeah, the boardwalk only goes to like this in the 20s, I think. Maybe into the 30s. I don't remember the exact rules. So there's like 100 streets that you don't have any boardwalk
So the
at
kids don't want to go to the boardwalk?
They had others. They stayed at the beach, and so they didn't care. The boardwalk was always like a 2-hour jaunt, no matter when it was, because we always went in the morning when it was like the hottest and the most miserable to walk around, and then everyone would whine and complain, and then we'd go back. But like we don't do Thrashers because it's done with peanut oil. My son has a peanut allergy, so he can't have the peanut oil from Thrashers. So he just doesn't do that.
Why are you guys going to Ocean City? I don't get it.
There's things other than the boardwalk to do. The
Yeah,
boardwalk
they have the beach
is full of
and the pool
garbage.
and mini golf.
Wait,
There's
no,
plenty of
but
other
the
stuff.
Fisher's popcorn?
You
They
can
don't eat
buy that
popcorn.
anywhere.
They don't eat popcorn? What is that? What?
But now you could.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Fisher's popcorn is on Fenwick Island.
Did you get some?
Yeah, of course I did.
You did.
They had a sale. They had a sale on the tins. I got
sale on the tits.
Tins.
Oh,
the tin.
Oh, the tin. I was like, what are you talking about? What Ocean City trip are you going on?
It was great though. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I got the caramel with the peanuts, and the caramel dusted in white cheddar.
Whoa. What? Okay. Your Ocean City trip is really effed up. I want to start off by saying that. What are you talking about? You mean to tell me they're putting cheese on the caramel?
They have the caramel popcorn.
Okay.
And they dust it in white cheddar, and it is my absolute favorite flavor.
Is this something they do on a regular basis, or something that you're asking for?
In fact, now you can buy it in the grocery store that way too. Because Fisher's, they will sell in the grocery store. It's not hot when it comes out like you would if you got it there, but they do. They also have the caramel with the Old Bay dust on it, which is also pretty good.
Heather, have you ever heard of any of this?
No.
You've never heard of a caramel popcorn with white cheddar sprinkled or Old Bay sprinkled on it?
That sounds terrible.
Yet neither one of those sound
and
good
they
to
just
me.
introduced pumpkin spice a couple years ago, so you can get pumpkin spice this time of year on their caramel popcorn.
See, now I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could do that. But
white
the other
cheddar,
two are,
though?
the other two are kind of weird to me.
They need to be separated.
I was hesitant on the white cheddar caramel popcorn, but you know what wound up happening? I tasted it, and I went, son of a bee, this is delicious. This is what I want to eat now. So gimme. And then no one else in my family likes it, so it's all to me. I get a whole tin to myself.
Putt-putt golf?
I like that.
Did you do putt-putt golf?
We did. We went, and it was the hottest day in the world, and it was like putting on the sun. So it was wonderful. I sweat through everything I owned, and I put, like, I doused myself in sunscreen. It was my wife's idea. She goes, "Oh, why don't we go to the medieval one, the medieval Old Pro down, it's like 27th or 28th Street." And I said, okay. And then afterwards, she's like, "You know what? I think I'm going to stay back. So why don't you just take the kids?" And I was like, okay. And then we go there, and this is the only putt-putt course with like minimal shade. So literally, we were just burning the entire time.
Oh my god!
And it's the only golf course with 27 holes.
Whoa, 27 what?
Hey.
27 holes.
The Dolphins would like that.
The Dolphins would have been so into that. And it
Literally.
was this medieval it was medieval themed, and it was odd. It was just odd. I don't think I would go to that one again. I didn't like it.
He's calling it odd, and he went to Ocean City and didn't hit the boardwalk. He's
calling it odd, and he went to Ocean City and got caramel white cheddar popcorn.
Exactly. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Michael Petrino is asking, "Are you hammered? White cheddar and
No.
caramel?" Question mark.
It's so good. It's sweet and savory. And don't knock it till you rock it. That's all I'm telling you.
Whoa! He came back from Ocean City with some new sayings. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Don't rock.
I got
Don't
a
knock it
fanny
till you
pack
rock
and
it.
everything.
Oh my god.
Don't cowabunga, dude.
Trippy Cheese is asking a question, and I don't know if you're going to have an answer for this. I'm sure that you won't. He's asking, what are your thoughts on the new Mulan? Did you see it?
I did not.
Okay, neither do we.
It's $30. I'm waiting. I'm
Yes.
waiting till it's not $30 because I don't have a super interest in seeing it.
Agreed.
It's nothing against it. Probably it looks like the first live action Disney movie that could be good, because that kind of stuff is normally interesting to me. I hate their other shit that they did. I watched Beauty and the Beast. I had people sit there and tell me to my face it was so great and wonderful and moving, and I watched it. I'm just like, it looks horrible. I can't. This is hurting me.
It moved me to a bowel movement, just so you know.
Yeah. And then I didn't even watch Aladdin.
Oh, it's horrible. I mean,
Woo!
really, really, really
I
bad.
thought it was cute.
That was my Will Smith. Woo!
I love Will Smith.
You do?
Yes. I love him. I think he's great. I loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I loved him in Aladdin, even though it was weird and he was blue. I like Will Smith. I loved his music. Welcome to Miami. Come on.
Benvenido, Ami Ami.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I remember things. I I was part of the millennium.
I
I
love
know what
your
it's about.
I love your red bowling alley cup that you have there. It's great. I think I've commented on
Oh,
this before, but this is one of my favorite
yeah.
things ever.
I have an entire set of these that have lasted longer than every cup. I have I have 8 of these. And me and a friend were hammered one night and we're talking about how like nothing tasted better than a soda in the Pizza Hut red cups.
Yes.
Soda in these just tasted better. And we got to the point, it was such an intense conversation for like 40 minutes, repeating the same thing over and over again. But I found a restaurant supply store here and I went and I bought them out. I was just like, how many do you have? They're like, we have this. So I'm like, I'll take them all. So I
Oh my
gave him a set
God.
and I kept a set. And they have lasted. They don't crack. They don't do anything. I've had like the glasses we got for our wedding in 2006. Most of them have been destroyed, but these cups that I got back in 2003 have lasted all that time and more. I mean, moves from apartments to houses, kids using it and throwing them places.
Derek Schaffer says, or Schaffer says, looks like a sit-down Pizza Hut cup. I love that he said
It
sit-down
is.
Pizza Hut. That's great.
And the thing is, with Pizza Hut, because, occasionally, once a year, I like to sit inside of a Pizza Hut and eat there. And they serve you the pan pizza on the pan that has never been washed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because it's a stainless steel pan,
Yeah.
but for some reason it's like encrusted with this black gunk all around the side of it.
Right.
And then you eat it and it
And it's
tastes
disgusting.
better.
Right. I was talking about this the other day. When I was a kid, there was something about going to Pizza Hut that was so great, and I was always so excited about it. And I remember part of that was to play the arcade there. And if you remember, their arcade thing they had was one that you look down. You like sit in a chair and look down on it like a table.
Like the old Pac-Man style.
Right. And I have
Yeah.
no idea why I was so excited about that, because I'd go and then my parents would say, here's a quarter. And then I'd play while they were paying the bill. And literally I would be dragged out mid-game and have to go home. And I always look forward to that. I don't know why. My 2-second Pac-Man game.
Yeah, I felt that way. The Ground Round, which was another restaurant that saw itself out of the ether. There's a couple still around, but it's not the same. But
Ground round.
yeah, the Ground Round, and it was just a burger place like Fridays. But they had, I remember the one in Towson that was here. They would show old black and white movies in like the main dining hall. You'd get popcorn when you sat down, and they had the bar side, which had an arcade game. And they had rotating Capcom games.
Whoa.
So I would go, the time we always would go there, Ninja Turtles had just come out. So I played the ever-loving shit out of that game. And like, I just was constantly begging for money. I was just like, I need more
Is
quarters.
this
I'm
Turtles
almost
in
done.
Time we're talking about?
No, the original one.
Okay, original one. Okay.
Yeah, which became TMNT 2, the arcade game for the Nintendo.
Yes.
But that old school Ninja Turtles was just the best. Then they got a Simpsons game once that went out, and the Simpsons game was basically the same engine and game, in essence. They just changed the characters around.
Yep.
And they had the X-Men game.
Yes.
So they were just the best. They just kept rotating Capcom games, and then we stopped going there. So I don't know if I probably missed out on the Punisher and a couple others, but I always would play that Ninja Turtles game on the bar side. So I made my family sit on the bar side so I could play that, and then like run back and eat my grilled cheese.
Now, so you guys, did you play any arcades while you were in Ocean City?
No, I didn't know if they were open.
That's
movie
grosses me
movie
out.
theaters
Oh,
only opened
yeah.
on movie theaters only opened on Friday at 5.
It depends on where
So-
you're at. I don't think they're opening where we are.
They're not in Anne Arundel County.
And I
They're
don't
not.
think they are where you are either.
Yeah, I didn't even, and that was another reason we didn't go to the boardwalk. I didn't want to have to, like, Trimpers was open, and they were having like a stupid sale. It was like $20, all you can ride all day. So that was like nuts. But I'm like, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Not into riding there.
No.
But what we did do, since you were asking, we didn't go to the boardwalk. So I didn't get my unicorn shirt that I usually get every single year. So we'll make up for that next year. But we did rent a pontoon boat, but it was a party boat, and we went fishing.
Ooh.
Oh, awesome.
So we went on a 3-hour fishing trip. One of the things I've never done before was fish.
Really?
So this was a big thing, and since my family was playing Animal Crossing, my son wanted to go fishing because one of the things you do in the game is fish.
Hold
So
on, he
to
wanted to fish based off of a video game?
Yeah.
If I did things because I liked it in a video game, I'd have one of those raccoon tails and I would fly everywhere.
You never tried grabbing the right leaf then, did you?
No, I haven't.
Maybe you should pick up some more leaves. See what happens. You could fly.
Right.
I just thought of something. You know when you were running out of time and in the Mario they go
Oh, that's the worst sound ever.
What if like toward the end of your like life that happened? Like everything started going really fast. You're like,
Oh,
oh
I don't
shit,
like
I only have 99 seconds left to live.
Oh my god.
That'd be horrible.
That would be the worst thing ever.
That was stressful enough in the video game. I don't like this.
You're just like, oh yeah, oh my arm hurts. Oh no! Quick, someone help me! That'd be terrible, awful. Why would you make a joke like that?
That
Heather?
is the
Jesus.
worst.
But yeah, we went fishing. So it's one of the things I've wanted to do for a while as well, and I finally did it. At 41 years old, I finally went fishing.
And
So
wait a minute,
didn't
hold on. You've never gone fishing before this at all?
never.
where
never.
have you been?
No, I didn't realize that's what he was saying. I thought he meant like
Yeah.
on a boat. He means it like at all ever.
Yeah, I've never been fishing before, so this was my
Wow.
first time. And the thing I didn't care for was how the smell of the squid just didn't leave your hands the whole day. That was the thing. I didn't care for that. Like later on, I would just be like, ugh,
Ugh.
can't scrub it off enough. But then
Ugh.
magically, when you wake up, it's gone. Something happens, like the smell fairy just comes on your hands and just wipes it off while you're asleep. Good
Goes
night,
away.
little one. But yeah, so nobody on the trip caught anything they could keep, but my son caught a 14-inch flounder.
Wow.
Oh.
But
Awesome.
we had to toss it back though. But he was excited to catch it. I caught one that was, I think, 12 or 13, and I caught a whole bunch of little baby sea bass we had to throw back. And sea bass, their dorsal fin is like spiky and sharp, and they can like cut your hand. I didn't care for that, and they're slippery. They're
Yeah.
little slippery fish, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And
Did
then
your
somebody
son-
caught like a puffer fish too.
Oh, I've never caught
Like-
one of those.
But he didn't call it a puffer fish. The guy was calling it something else. But it like croaked. It was like
Hold on. Was it a puffer fish or was it a croaker? Because they're different.
I think it was a croaker.
Oh,
But it
well,
looked
that's.
like an ugly thing.
Oh yeah, they're hideous, and they like completely 9 out of 10 times they completely destroy your hook.
Yeah, I don't know. It was behind me, and I'm looking at it. I was just like, "That thing's amazing! What the hell is that? It's croaking! Get rid of it now! Go!"
Yeah,
Throw it
no, those are bad news. Those are really bad news.
Did your son want to do that Animal Crossing thing where he held it up and it was like next to him, like on his fishing pole or
He
whatever?
did, and he put it in his pocket.
Yeah, exactly. No, seriously, I thought maybe he would want a picture like in the game because he was so into the game.
We took the pictures of him holding it up and stuff.
Exactly. Okay, so he did
yeah.
do it. Okay.
Yeah,
Thought so.
and then I caught a sea robin.
What is that?
They're like they have like their fins.
He's
they
catching
look like giant wings.
He's catching
Oh.
made up shit right now, Heather. I don't
No,
know if you
it's
knew that.
real. Like
Yeah, okay. I
they're-
see, Robin.
they're-
Sure, Jason.
they're-
Oh, they're cool. Oh,
Yeah,
that is
they're-
neat.
They're real.
Oh, it is real.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
whole
fun
time.
looking.
And they mentioned sea robins in the song "Rock Lobster" by the B-52s.
Ooh.
Here comes a sea robin. La, 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 la,
Oh,
la,
I love that song.
But yeah, it was. I want to do it again. I want to do it again because that's how much fun I had with it, and I think we'll be doing that again next year or whenever we can.
Did
Yeah,
your
because
fishing pole
you don't
break?
have to go down to Ocean City to fish. You could just fish.
Did your fishing pole break at any point and you had to go and rebuild a new one?
Yeah. So but I had enough recipes. I learned how to
Good.
craft it,
I was hoping.
and I
so.
went over and I was like, bing, and I held it up. Yeah, everyone was very excited for me. No, but it was a fun trip. What else did we do that was fun? We ate a lot of food. That was fun.
Oh, that's my favorite thing when I go
There's
on vacation.
Yeah, we had the custard from Core Brothers, which Core Brothers best ice cream in all of Ocean City.
Okay.
It's just I love custard. Frozen custard is the bomb. It makes regular ice cream taste like doo doo, in my opinion. Yeah, and if you're familiar with it, Rita's sells frozen custard.
Ooh,
So,
Yes, they
yes.
do.
Oh, I do like it at Rita's,
but
huh?
Coors has this. It's a vanilla and orange sherbet swirl. It's amazing. Now, do you call it sherbet or sherbet?
I call it sherbet.
Sherbert.
Sherbet.
And I don't know if that's just a Baltimore thing or not, but it's sherbet. Yeah, we got sherbet. Got the orange sherbet.
Oh, I thought you would call it sherbet.
Chabert. Yeah, is that like Chabert? No, it's not that fancy, dude. No, bro. It's not that fancy. Bro.
Sherbet?
Have you been to the Bayside Skillet?
No, I didn't. Again, it was weird because when I years and years ago, not lately.
Okay.
I didn't. I'm not eager to get to a buffet right now.
It's not a buffet.
I thought it was. They had the breakfast buffet there.
Maybe they do. If they do, I missed
Or
it.
am I thinking of the bonfire? I might be thinking
Bonfire
of
is
the
a
bonfire.
buffet. I didn't
Yeah.
know that they had breakfast. I remember going there. My dad was so excited. He took my sister and I there when we were maybe like 11 or 12. And he said, "All you can eat seafood." And I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm in."
Mm.
I remember just like getting plates of king crab legs.
Oh my god.
Just plateful. That's all I ate, I think.
All you can eat is it was a seafood buffet.
Yeah. Well, no, just like a buffet in general, but there was a lot of seafood. And that's how he lured us in to go, because he said seafood. Because
Okay.
I love seafood. Seafood's like my favorite thing.
What's your favorite seafood?
I don't
You don't have like a favorite. Like some people like fresh fish. Some people like crab.
I like crabs.
lobsters and crabs. And
I like crabs, shrimp, scallop, and most fish. I really like mahi. It's very mild.
mahi mahi.
Yeah.
The fish so nice they named it twice.
Yeah.
A lot of places had fresh mahi mahi down there at Ocean City. The couple places we went to, we didn't go to a lot of restaurants inside because I'm still not 100% comfortable with it. But I did go to Harpoon Hannah's, which again it's on the Delaware side, but Harpoon Hannah's awesome, fantastic crab cakes too. Fantastic.
Oh my
My
God.
favorite crab cake.
I love a crab
We went to
cake.
Delaware a couple years ago, and we took my son, and it was a great trip. But we stopped as soon as we got into Delaware. We stopped at a restaurant because we were starving. We hadn't eaten all day, and we go into the restaurant, and it was during the eclipse. So everybody inside of the restaurant are now outside with those dumb glasses. We're sitting at the table. We have no drinks. We have no nothing. In 10 minutes, 15 minutes pass. I look at Heather. I go, let's get the hell out of here. I go, this place is horrible. Heather says, no, let's stick around. Let's not leave. They're going to come over. Well, sure enough, a woman kind of walks over finally. And you could tell that she was still outside, but she had to come in and talk to us for a minute. So she gets our drinks, asks for our orders. We put our orders in. She comes out. I ordered a crab cake. It looked like a hockey puck. I'm not kidding you. It was like a little disc-looking thing. It was the worst thing ever.
Are you willing to give the name of this restaurant?
I don't remember.
I don't remember it,
Oh,
but
you
it was horrible. I told Chris, I was like, I don't even want to stop here. I'm really weird
You
about.
are really weird.
I was saying, that's a weird thing to stop. I'm really weird.
I'm really weird.
I'm really
night.
weird about eating in places in and around Ocean City. Like, unless I know that it's good, I don't like to do. Like, to me, Ocean City is just like a seasonal place, and the restaurants there are probably seasonal employees that don't know anything. Like, I'm really weird about it. Unless I've been there a million times and it's the best ever, I'm strange about it.
That's interesting you say that. They had their visa program was suspended this year for Ocean City, and anyone who's gone down to Ocean City, there's a lot of Eastern European young people that are down there during that time that work in all the places and basically get all the work there, and they do it for their work visas. But because that program was exchanged, or not exchanged, but it didn't happen this year, there was a whole bunch of locals that were working.
Wow.
And
I didn't think about that.
So, and there were some places that didn't, like, we had booked this condominium prior to all this happening, but then they said they're not going to open their pool up because they don't have the help because of the visas. And I'm like, well, just hire people to get so people can go in the pool. Like, what is the problem here? This is like 8 weeks away. You can't find somebody to sit there and just like, okay, sit here. And if people want to go in the pool, let them.
Yeah,
that's your job.
I don't understand that at all. That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, and how much? I guess they're not paying a lot of wages for these work visas, and I don't know how it works. But yeah, it was notoriously it was absent. I missed seeing all my Eastern European people there. I wanted to see a lot of odd accents. They didn't have them at all.
I had a friend who worked at the Old Time Photo on the boardwalk, and they had a lot of those people there that were, foreigners who were there working, and you could.
You want to come take picture?
Exactly.
Come on, take picture with your family. It'd be very nice.
Right. There was a lot of limitations there, a lot of barriers when trying to talk to them, and they used to try to take us all out. Like she would say, "Oh, I'm going to take all of our friends out. The people who are at work with me." Out to the bar tonight. And we would go up to the bar, and it would be all these girls, and I couldn't understand a word they were saying. And it just got worse because then the music was too loud, and I was also drinking. None of it was good. And by the end of the night, I had no idea what they had to say the entire night I was out.
Oh, your name is Chris. That's very nice.
That's very nice. Wow,
Very nice.
we are such dicks right now. I remember one time I went and she took some free photos. She's like, "Hey, I'll take some pictures and all this type of stuff," and I was able to bring them home. That was kind of cool, knowing somebody that works at one of those things, because that shit is expensive.
Wait, what's that?
Yes, the old time
photos.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, I've never had those done.
They're fun, and again, that's not something I'm willing to put stuff on me that was on someone else.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, no.
But what we did do, hit the first, I think it was Monday, we were out there. We went to the go-karts.
Ooh.
And when you go early to the go-kart place, nobody's there. And it was wonderful. And we got to do the really fast ones, and my kids lied about their age, and they got on. Because you have to be 12, and my son is 12. And I told my kids, I said, hey, I told my daughter, I said, and my niece, I'm just like, how old are you? They're like, no, you're 12 today. Okay. And my son goes, oh, come on. I said, no, they're 12. You're all 12. Everyone's 12. You got it? So if anyone asked you, and I'm like, hey, how old are you? She goes, 12. I'm like, perfect. So we get up there, and the kid asks, how old are you? And my son goes, I'm 12. And then my daughter goes, I'm 12. But we got to go on the regular one, and we got to go on the stock car one. And it's like 30 miles an hour. And the stock car one, it's like a slick track. So you Tokyo drift going around the sides.
Oh my God.
So much fun. But my shoulders are wrecked for still to this day.
Yeah.
Almost
Oh
a
my
week later,
gosh.
my shoulders hurt from just going, ah!
So to add on, to go off of when you said that your kids had to fib about their age, there was a time we were going to the Maryland Renaissance Festival, and kids under a certain age get in for free. And Chris's son was 1 year older than that age. And I was like, listen, if anyone asks you, you're maybe 6 or whatever. And this was the worst possible thing to do, because we were in the middle. He had a little bit of a lying phase where he was getting in trouble at school and at home for doing these little lies.
Right.
And we were trying to teach him about how bad lying was. And meanwhile, I'm telling him to lie if he's asked. And he's like, isn't that a lie? And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, look, lying is fine as long as it benefits you. Come
Yes.
on.
As
Exactly.
long as it's saving us money, it's okay.
It's benefiting the family.
As long as it makes us feel good.
Yeah, in my defense, those tickets are like $27 or something
Worth
crazy.
a lie, in my opinion.
Yep.
That's what we told him. If it's worth at least $27, you lie.
Yep. And all of your lies are worth $0.
Going back to the racetrack stuff, go-karts, I will no longer ride in them.
I remember your story from last year.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine slammed into the side of my go-kart, and I remember hitting my head so hard, even in a helmet, I hit my head so hard that for the rest of the day, I just didn't feel good. Like, I just felt like complete crap. So I refuse to get back into the seat of a go-kart. It freaks me out. It really does.
I think you should do it again.
No.
I think you need to break this fear. And it's funny, my niece
I get into a really bad wreck and die. Or no, I lose like all feeling to like my leg. I can no longer walk. Thanks, Jason.
It'll be like a Freejack situation if you remember that movie with Emilio Estevez, Anthony Hopkins, Rene Russo, and Mick Jagger. No? Okay.
No, I don't remember. The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was Freejack. They had that song. There was a Scorpion song called Hit Between the Eyes that was featured in the soundtrack to that one. And of course, Mick Jagger plays a time cop in it. And he's like, oh, I'm a time cop. You got Freejacked. Yeah.
You have the most amount of like useless knowledge of any person I've ever met.
It is the most useless. One day maybe Freejack knowledge will just get me out of trouble somewhere. Like some weird terrorist would like capture me and just be like, we're going to execute you, but you have to remember, what is a movie from 90s about a race car driver who goes through time? And I'll be like, Freejack, you win.
It'll be
you get the free now.
It'll be a Bill and Ted scenario where that's how you save the entire world is with your Freejack information.
It is. Speaking of Bill and Ted, that's the other thing we did on this trip. I paid $25 to purchase Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Oh my God.
To watch it in UHD. And the sad part is the condo we rented, it had that smooth emotion technology on the television, and the remote was broken, so I couldn't take it off. Oh. So I had to, every movie I watched from Uncle Buck to Bill and Ted Face the Music, it was all this smooth motion soap opera effect, and didn't
That's
like
no
it.
Fun.
But my parents watched it with me. And because my parents stayed with us as well. And I was the one who enjoyed Bill and Ted Face the Music out of that room.
I would imagine so.
No one else really, because I said, well, I got the new Bill and Ted. And they're like, okay, we'll watch that. I remember those movies. Yeah. And then I'm the only one laughing at parts. And they're just like going through the motions. And I'm just like, this is, I loved the movie. It's not my favorite Bill and Ted movie, but I thought its heart was in the right place, and it did a good job. It satisfied the need that I could see. It took them 19 years to make it, and it was a labor of love for them. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the movie.
Keanu Reeves was a wooden board the entire thing, and that really that extremely it bummed me out on a level that I can't even explain to you. It actually took me out of the movie a lot. A lot of the special effects that were very cheap took me out of the movie a couple times. Although I'll say that Alex Winter, his character was fantastic. It was very much like how you would expect the character to age, how he would he would act, a little bit of maturity, but still wacky and, just like he was, 20, 30 years before. But Keanu Reeves, holy crap. Like, going back, what happened was I bought the trilogy on Vudu.
See what happened is.
Right. I bought the trilogy on Vudu. And my son and I and Heather, who did not really watch it.
Yes, I did.
Watched every single movie in a row until we got to the new one. So we watched the first one, loved it. Watched the second one, loved it. Although my son seemed a little freaked out by it. And then
the second one?
The second one.
I could see. Is it because of death and everything that was in it, and it was a bit. It was surreal.
Yeah, he likes time travel stuff, So the fact that it didn't include as much time travel is what really bummed him out. He likes time travel.
Okay.
So then when we got to the third one, at the end of it, he literally looked at me and said, "I didn't like that one so much. That one wasn't as good." And I was like, "Wow, that's interesting," because I thought exactly the same thing. It isn't that I thought it was like unwatchable. It just didn't seem like all these years they had to get ready for this, and all the excitement that was behind Bill and Ted returning. If it were in the theaters, man, that movie would have crashed and burned big time.
It's
horribly.
in the theaters. All theaters had Tenet, Bill and Ted, and Trolls World Tour. I think those are the three that are out right now.
But there was always the option to buy it at home, and I think I would say
Yeah.
most people ended up buying it at home.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm not ready to go to the movie theater. But if I have the point of like owning it for $25 versus, because that's how much 2 movie tickets would have cost.
Right.
And if you go at night, it would have cost more than that, and I get to keep it, and I can watch it again.
So one thing I can tell you, and I think I posted this, you talked about the new Bill and Ted film. Go and watch the Red Letter Media video for that movie. Because on the Red Letter Media video, they're huge fans of Bill and Ted. In fact, they're kind of more with you than they are with me. They really liked it. At least they like parts of it. You should totally go and watch it. It's about 45 minutes long or so. And they just give you a complete outlook on what they think of it. They loved the first two. In fact, they loved the second one more than they loved the first one, which you don't hear many people say, actually.
Yeah, it's the second. I mean, the first one, I think they're both great movies, and the second one with stations and stuff. I like the second one. I have a friend who loves Bogus Journey the most. Like, it's one of his most favorite movies ever. I still remember going to see it in the movie theater. I loved it, and like I got to know William Sadler from that movie too. But I loved all the cameos in Bill and Ted Face the Music. I loved the storyline with their daughters, and I loved. I don't want to, in case someone hasn't seen it, I don't want to give any spoilers. But I liked the ending. I really did. I really liked the ending, and I thought that having the misinterpretation of things, of like beliefs that people have had their whole life, and it turns out to be something completely different. That's my spoiler-free review, I guess.
Yeah. No,
but I kind of like the ending, how it wasn't like, even the characters didn't expect that to be. Right. And I thought that the two girls they had to play, their daughters, did a fantastic job. I wish their movie was more about them, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of people are. In fact, when I was watching it, I was noticing that, and I wondered what it was that about, and I thought by the end it would tie it all up, but it really didn't.
Well, they had just mentioned it. I mean, when they visited the first future Bill and Ted from 2 years in the future, and they said that they just said, you're gonna go back and you're gonna cause all this to happen, and then the future princesses will go back, and then they'll take the young princesses back and through time to look for the perfect. So they basically laid it out what they were going to do. So that didn't necessarily bother me as much. But I enjoyed the two daughters' storyline a little bit more than them, like Bill and Ted versus old Bill and Ted's.
But could you do a movie just about the two of those girls?
Yeah, I could have done that.
Really?
I could have sat through that. I thought that's what it was going to be at first. But then it just became another Bill and Ted movie. But I liked it. I knew the heart was in the right place for it. It wasn't some sort of crazy cash grab like Zoolander 2 or Dumb and Dumber 2 or Anchorman 2 or the other Hangover movies. Should I keep going? I can keep going.
It's funny that you bring up the Anchorman 2. So I'm not a big fan of Anchorman, the first one, although I do own them both. Don't ask why. But so you didn't like the second one?
I saw, I think, about 25 minutes of it. It was toward the end, and every bit that they had in there was basically piling on from the previous movie. And of course, like the big battle scene at the end was just referencing the first movie, which was a very funny and random scene.
Right.
And then when you expand upon the randomness, it's not as good.
Yeah.
I didn't bother with Zoolander 2. I didn't want to see it. Dumb and Dumber 2, I couldn't finish it. It was don't make sequels 20 years afterwards unless they're Bill and Ted 3.
Yeah.
There's
In fact,
there's my thing.
yeah, you're right about that. In fact, so Red Letter Media points out about the Dumb and Dumber film, the newer one, and they talk about how those characters are funny in the original Dumb and Dumber, but seeing them older and acting like that, acting the same way, it just comes off as very creepy. And I never thought about it that way, but they're absolutely right. I think that's what turns me off about it.
Yeah, it's just it's weird watching people you love turn old.
Yeah.
Whether it's family or anything else, and trying to play that same character again. That's why I'm kind of glad, like Bill and Ted, like the characters of Bill and Ted in this one, they seemed to mature even a little bit, even though they were still following their dreams. They were parents, and they had houses, and they weren't just the same goofy guys from the first two movies, but they still had it in them. They were just older. So I want to watch it again. I want to watch it a couple more times and just digest it all more.
Yeah,
but
I'll have to watch it again.
I left with a positive experience with it. I didn't hate it.
So Heather and I decided to watch a movie last night, which we finished today. It's a classic film known as The Birds. And
Alfred Hitchcock.
I wanted to watch it because I remembered seeing it as a kid, bits and pieces. And
you did say The Birds and not The Burbs, right?
No, The Birds.
Right.
Birds.
The bird with the.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, by the way, the movie is full of like really wacky sound effects. By the way, like sound effects from birds from a different planet. They don't even sound like a normal bird half the time. Anyway, we watched it. I thought for sure I'd jump in and love it for the being a classic film. It's a Hitchcock film and all that, and I would really dig it. Boy, I had a hard time getting through that movie, man. Holy shit. Like,
really?
Yeah, I really did. And it drags on big time, number one. Number two, the worst part about it is the woman in the film, the woman in the film, the main character, comes across as the creepiest bitch on the planet. Does she not, Heather?
Right.
She really does. She like totally stalked that guy.
Holy shit.
Big
I
time.
couldn't get over it. She was so creepy. So if you've never seen the movie, basically it opens up with a guy visiting a bird shop. And he and this woman end up getting into almost like a kind of an altercation. She is attracted to the guy. He kind of storms out and leaves. She then buys lovebirds, to take to him on like another side of California, basically.
And not only does she go to take these birds to him, but she finds out that there's only one road in, but he would see her coming.
Right.
So in order to keep him from seeing her, she takes a boat to his house.
It's crazy.
And then she opens the door to this guy's house. She's met this guy one time before. She opens the door to his house and puts these birds inside.
Yes. It's creepy.
It's really creepy.
And then she's in the boat, and then he sees her, and and that's when the bird attack begins. She ends up getting like pecked in the face or like in the head. And then he like gets her, and then she lies, and she's like, "Well, I know somebody that lives here, and I'm here to hang out with her. It's not just all about you and all this stuff." And the guy's like, "What the fuck? Like, what's going on here? This is crazy." And then all these bird attacks start taking place, which is interesting. It makes me wonder, are the bird attacks occurring? Because they say on a news station at one point in the movie that the bird attacks are really only happening where they are. It's called something like Cat Cove. It has some name, or beach or something. Anyway, these bird attacks are happening only there. Is it because it's the woman? Is that woman the reason why all the birds are attacking? I'm asking the question, but if you're looking at your phones, let's hear it.
Yes, it is.
Here?
It
Are we both
is.
here?
It is why she keeps asking them, "Hey, is this normal for birds?" And everyone's like, "No." And the only thing that's changed in the town is that bitch came in. They're attacking her, and they're attacking people because of her.
And the acting in the movie isn't that great either. It's that old-timey acting. The main chick is an attractive woman, but she's smiling the entire time like she's mindless. Like they ripped her brain out of her head and then threw her in the movie. Did you notice that? She like just
Yeah.
smiles all the time. What is that? What is she doing? It's a constant smile, and it comes across as very creepy. Even in bad situations, she's smiling. I
Hey,
don't
Chris,
get it.
say something really mean to me.
Your hair looks like you're homeless. You have homeless hair. Yeah, it's just Heather smiling for those who
Oh, I
can't.
thought she was gonna peck your eyes out.
Oh my
No,
god.
that's later.
Speaking of which,
oh my gosh. So there's a part where the mom of the guy that this woman is attracted to is looking for her friend or her father, or I don't know. It sounded like she was saying Danny, but I think she said daddy. But she
I
was
think
an
it's
old
Daddy, but I don't
But
know.
she was a really old woman, and I'm like, well, she's probably too old for her father to still be alive. I don't know. So she goes to this house, and things are messed up. The telltale sign of these birds coming through is that there's cracked teacups. And the reason I know this is because her teacup cracked when the birds attacked. So there's these cracked teacups, and then there's feathers everywhere. There's birds like coming through the window. There's dead birds all over the place. And she sees this guy laying in the corner of a room, and there's blood on his feet. And then it shows you his body, and his eyes are pecked out, but his eyes aren't pecked out. It has black makeup on circles around his eyeballs.
And his eyes are closed.
And his eyes are closed.
And then they put like blood around the like red around the eyes, so it looks like his eyes. So as a viewer,
It was 1963. They
absolutely.
haven't quite. Yeah.
That's the point I was going to make. So it's a time where people aren't rewinding and going back and rewatching it. They're seeing it in a theater and it's like, holy crap, that's really crazy. But nowadays, watching it in 4K, I think it really takes a lot of that out of the movie, I guess is my point. It's not as thrilling or as scary as it probably once was. But the movie is just way wackier than I ever remember it being. And the acting is really kind of throws me off every once in a while too. I mean, I've watched old movies before, but the acting in this movie, it's like, I don't know. It's like a bunch of Keanu Reeves from Bill and Ted's Face the Music.
Everyone has a hoarse voice.
Exactly.
Hold on. I have a question for you.
I've never understood that like old-timey, is it an accent? Where like
So when movies first went from silent to talkies, that they call them, when they started having that, the actors, they would act as, there was like a crossover between they would act on stage, on the screen. So that's why there was a lot of this kind of talking, and also, you had people like Cary Grant that would sit there and have a certain the way their voice would travel, their dialect.
yes.
Yeah, it was just a certain way that people talked, and
Yeah.
that's how the acting was for a certain time, and that all changed kind of in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah,
And then,
well, it should have changed.
Well,
way
then you had like
before.
people like Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, all these people who came up, and they started. The 70s was such a big explosion of cinema just in general, and that could be a whole other topic that we spent like weeks of it in college talking about that too. But
Yeah.
the other big news of the week was they're re-editing The Godfather Part III. Francis Ford Coppola is, and I'm very excited about that because that movie was a big doo-doo.
Yeah, but this is the same thing like with Justice League, with the Snyder Cut. It's going back and repairing films that have already been released to make us think, okay, well now they're going to be good now because I'm going back and wronging, or righting all the wrongs.
And normally I'd be with you right there, but I saw what he did. Like I saw what was done with Blade Runner. They went back and fixed it and made it a better movie. And I saw what they did with like what Francis Ford Coppola did with Apocalypse Now, and like making it but they're not adding like special effects or throwing things in or putting McClunky in there or just anything weird like that. They're actually going back and doing things they weren't allowed to do when they first came out. Right. So this one, and even with like the Schneider cut, as you like to call it, the Schneider cut, I'm okay with that because it's telling the movie differently and both still exist. They're not saying that one is better than the other or not. But I don't think anyone out there is clamoring to keep the Godfather Part 3 as it is. I think everyone's just kind of like, all right, let's see how this goes.
I've never watched it.
Any of the Godfathers? Or?
No. I watched the first and second one. I've never watched the third one because I've heard how horrible it is and not to waste my time. So, I've never taken the time out to watch how horrible it is.
There's, the people criticized it because he put Sofia Coppola, his daughter, in there, and she had the emotional range of a teacup. So that was one of the things that people would complain about. But Hitchcock was such an important filmmaker, and he did like all the thematic elements in The Birds. There's stuff that's been written, like papers and opinions and everything has been written on his movies, but The Birds especially, about how it's symbolism for, like, the birds are symbolism for what the characters are going through, because in the beginning it's lovebirds, and then the birds keep all the people inside, and it's just supposed to be symbolic for what's going on with the characters. Then there's been papers written about how it's the thematic elements are representations of women's sexuality. There's just a lot of things out there that people have wrote on this movie, and it's one of those things. I kind of want to rewatch it. I want to revisit it. You need to give me the homework. I can't watch it until you give me homework.
All right, go watch it now. That's your homework.
Here we go. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Okay.
watch that right away so we can discuss how we didn't like it. This was a part of, so we're getting close to Halloween, so I want to watch a bunch of Halloween sci-fi sort of films. And I'm trying to hit on some that I haven't watched in a long time or never before. The Blob, 1989, I think, is the next one that I really, really want to watch.
Okay. All right.
And I've heard really good things about it, and people don't really talk about it these days, but I want to go and watch that really bad. And another movie that doesn't fall in that category at all is The Abyss. I really want to see that.
You never saw it?
No, I mean, as a kid I did. That's what I'm saying. It's been such a long time that I don't remember it.
The Abyss still holds up. Even with that horrible, that scene where she has to drown, though. Oh, didn't like that. Still don't like watching that scene. It's hard to watch.
I heard that the director's cut is really the only way to watch it. It's a totally different movie.
They add way too much in there. I'm happy with the regular cut of it. The director's cut like throws in this whole ending with the aliens and additional stuff that you don't really need. It's fine the way it was. Either one's acceptable. It's like the director's cut of T2. I don't need to see Michael Biehn banging.
Yeah, I
don't need to.
But I like the special edition of Terminator 2. It's like one of the weird special editions I enjoy. That and Aliens. So the final thing I wanted to talk about this evening on our podcast is Heather and I. Ready? Drum roll. We found a house.
What?
And we close in October, mid-October.
Is it in Ohio near the Racks?
It's in Ohio. We are moving into a former Racks building. No, we're actually moving, like, I don't know,
within walking distance.
Yeah, we're moving a neighborhood over, but the house is a lot bigger. It has a lot more stretching room for my son, which is something that the reason why we're even doing this, really. I wanted him to have a bigger room and more places to play. And it's really cool because as a kid, I would have loved to have this. His bedroom has a staircase that goes up to like an attic space that's finished. Oh. It's finished, and it can be his playroom. And then attached to that, it has like where you have storage space and stuff, which is great. But this house is perfect. It has everything we want. We've been looking for a long time, and we lost our original buyer. So then we got a second buyer finally after we found this house that we wanted.
Finally, hold on, not finally. So
finally, yeah, because I was freaking out that we weren't going to find a buyer fast enough.
We sold our house in a day last time, right? Well, technically 2.
I remember that.
We had showings for like 3 days, but we accepted an offer from the first day. And we could not find a house. and we kept extending the contract and extending the contract. Well, finally they dropped out on a Thursday. Well, that Sunday, 3 days later, we looked at this house, fell in love, put an offer on it. Monday, we found out that our offer was accepted. Went back to the original buyers. They said nope. And it's like,
Nope.
but it's only been 4 days. You've waited this long. Why not take it? But whatever. So we put the house back on the market. It sold within hours for even more than the first buyers were going to pay.
Right.
So worth it.
Shocking. I mean, when we lost the first buyer, I was like, we are deep shit right now because school is starting back up. People aren't probably going to want to really move right now, as we're getting closer into the fall. And damn, if we didn't find another buyer the day we put it on the market. I mean, just remarkable. So everything's working out. We had the home inspection last Friday and it all went well at the new house. So it's all coming together. And I got to tell you, I'm really excited, but I'm also not excited because we have to move all of our stuff. And
You're going to have to pack all that stuff behind you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Heather wants me to throw it all away. She told me earlier.
Well, I did because I've been begging him to let me have a treadmill. I just, I love taking walks outside, but in the summertime when it's too hot and the wintertime when it's too cold, I get very lazy. I feel just horrible once the good weather hits. And I just keep asking him for a treadmill. Well, this house is too small. Well, now we have all this freaking room, and I don't want to junk up the house.
Jason, please let her know that she'll never use it. Please.
I will,
please.
Chris.
I promise you won't.
Just because you're lazy doesn't mean I am.
I threw my support behind you on that one. But yeah, look, it's not my battle to fight anymore. You have the room for it now. You have no excuse.
I do.
Sorry.
Exactly. Thank you, Jason.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? I'm gonna put it out in the. I'm gonna put it outside in the shed. You can run out there.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
No,
you can run out there.
I don't understand. So you're gonna get this huge room for all your pops
Wrong.
and all your Gastlecast
It's not a huge room. Thank you.
You're talking about taking up 2 rooms.
I'm not talking
with
about
all
taking
this
up 2
shit.
rooms. No,
yes, you are.
I'm not.
Don't
one
even.
Room. One room.
No, you said, "Oh, well, I'm gonna put my Gastlecast stuff here, and then I'll put my collectibles."
No, the
somewhere
other
else."
room is for pornography. I already told you that.
I
but
want
as
a
long as it's
goddamn
classy.
treadmill.
Huh? It's called the hog mill.
Well, maybe you could the hog mill.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things where the sound of a treadmill is the only thing that can work there. Maybe that'll add something. You never know.
I swear to you, I'm willing and ready to put money on it. I'll put $100 on it by the first month. No, the second month. I only say second month because Heather.
You're backing out.
No. Even though, so Heather will
No,
say,
why are you putting money on this
money
when
on
you're
it.
not even gonna let me freaking get one? Like, I don't
I'm gonna
understand
let
why
you get
I
one.
have
You
to.
can have one.
No, you won't.
Yeah,
You
put it in the
told me
bedroom,
today.
right in the middle of the bedroom.
I don't want it in
We
the
don't need a
bedroom.
bed anymore. No more bed.
And it'll wake you up in the morning. You'll
Right.
Our bedroom is big enough for like 3 beds.
That's
It's
what I
great.
mean. You could put a treadmill in there.
Yeah, you're right. I could. I'm putting a treadmill in the bedroom.
Oh my gosh, she's so not going to use it. It's going to be the greatest
And
thing ever.
you're gonna have an entire you could have like a big television on the wall of like you running, like the Running Man.
I'm gonna have a song written for the day that she's done. When she's done using it, Heather's not using the treadmill. It'll be a song like that. I said she was never gonna use it to begin with.
Why does it sound like Jesse's on a vacation far away? Heather's got a treadmill that's far away. She's gonna use it till next month. And then I told her she won't use it tomorrow.
You know what she tells me today? It's a cool treadmill. It actually folds up so we can put it away when guests come over. And I'm like, no. Do you understand? It'll never be folded.
Hold on.
I don't mean to criticize Chris, but that is not a very good Heather impression.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
it really
no,
isn't.
it's not.
But let me tell you something else. He says, hey, we have an extra bedroom. Can I put it in there? No, that's a guest bedroom. Well, when the fuck are we having guests spend the night at the house?
Easy curse words.
You
How
mark
about-
this podcast as explicit.
How about Jeremiah?
It's when you have guests. Is it when you have guests?
Yes. So Heather promised a bedroom for our good pal Jeremiah. who comes to stage
Jeremiah
with us.
said he doesn't give a shit if there is a treadmill in there, and as a matter of fact, he would prefer that very nice accommodation.
Bullshit. I don't believe that.
Whenever he goes away, remember when we went to Monster Mania with him?
Mhm.
We stayed in that hotel. You know what the selling point was for him to actually stay there? Was the fact that they have a gym.
No, it was because it
Yep.
it's because it had the horse paintings all over the wall.
No,
That's why.
That
yes.
was why he stayed a second time.
This is BS. Everything you're saying is wrong.
But he's telling me we're gonna have this guest bedroom. Like it's gonna get
I want
used
a
maybe
guest
three times a year.
I want a guest bedroom.
That's fine. I want a guest bedroom with a treadmill, settled,
no, because,
done.
Like if my
All right,
grandparents come to town, I would like them to have a place to stay. I don't want them to have a treadmill to stay on.
right,
They stay at your grandmother's sister's house.
Why don't
are
you
you
let me
talking
be a third party? That's
Yes.
it's
the
what's
judge.
the word I'm looking for? I have no horse in this race. I'm impartial. It's an
You're-
impartial third party.
Okay.
I'll never use a treadmill, but I want to let me be the judge. I'll walk through the house and give you I'll even mask up for you. But I'll give you my opinion and I'll tell you the space because I'm a Tetris master.
Let me tell
So
you
I can
something.
tell you if it'll fit.
Jason,
It won't fit.
it will 100% fit. These bedrooms, we have 3 of them. They're huge. They're huge.
Okay.
And we're going to have a guest maybe, and this is being generous, maybe 5 nights out of the year. There's no reason to
What?
not have a treadmill there.
5 nights out of the year.
Yes.
5 nights at Freddy's.
I
5
can-
nights
I-
at Ghastly's.
If you can have 1,000 Funko Pops, I can have 1 treadmill and 400 Funko Pops.
So a treadmill is worth 600 Funko Pops. We've learned this tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this treadmill. It's never gonna be used. I
It
already know
actually takes up less space. You want to know the shittiest thing about this, Jason? My
Tell me.
friend's mom has one for free. He won't even let me get a
Okay.
free goddamn treadmill.
Somebody is giving away a treadmill for free. Okay, let's picture that. Okay,
Because
Why-
they don't use
hold
it.
on.
But it doesn't
Why
mean
would
I
somebody
won't.
give one away for free?
Okay?
Because they can't get rid of it. They don't know what to do with it, so they're finding some dumbass. I'm pointing at
Guess
both
what?
of us
Worst
to pick
case-
it up and use it.
Worst
and take
case,
it.
I carry it out. I fold it up, I carry it
You
out,
aren't
and I take it to
carrying
the
anything
goddamn
out. You're out of
dump.
your mind. You're not carrying it out. You're carrying it out.
Yeah.
On what?
On your back.
Oh,
Uh,
well, there you go.
well, we're going to be getting a treadmill, guys. Expect us to look lean and fit on our treadmill that will
No,
never
no.
use.
Expect Chris not to. Expect me to, because Chris does not use treadmills.
I
Chris
always
has already.
use treadmills. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Are
I
you
use treadmills
kidding?
all the time.
Are Meow kidding me?
Oh, by the way, ask me what I've been doing all weekend, Jason.
Oh,
Go ahead. No,
not using a fucking
no,
treadmill, Chris.
Just ask me what I've been doing all weekend, please.
What have you been doing all weekend, Chris?
This! What you're seeing right now, this! About this dumb treadmill. Alright.
That actually arose for like 5 minutes earlier today.
All right.
Can't you go outside and run? Like, it's nice weather out today.
Today. Today it is.
I would like to point out something that when we left Ocean City on Saturday, it was like in the upper 50s in the morning, and that beautiful, wonderful kiss of that fall morning air
I like that.
just made me feel so very happy. And I can't wait till we get back to that feeling again. Yay.
It's a great feeling. Hoodie weather.
Yeah. Hoodie.
I love the hoodie weather. I've been wearing hoodies the last couple weeks, and people think I'm crazy, and it's really hot in there. But I like to wear my hoodies.
I love the nightlife. I love the hoodie.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I
No.
love hoodies.
In the form of the song.
Yeah. Oh, I love the nightlife. I like to boogie.
No, I love to wear a hoodie. Okay.
Action.
Everybody's excited about Heather's new treadmill, and they like hearing Heather and I yell at each other. It's great.
Do you,
It's right.
hold on really quick. Can I actually get one?
What?
Can I get a I can't believe I'm asking you for permission to get something. You
New
never
phone,
ask
who
me.
dis?
I always ask you for permission.
Can I buy a hot toy? Never heard that.
Always.
Hey, Heather, guess what I ordered today? 6 fucking hot toys.
Well, I'm using
don't-
my
Coulda bought-
money.
Okay.
You don't mind,
And
you
I'm
don't mind
using
that
my
I bought this hot toy.
And you're
I'm using
your
my
what?
free dollars.
Your free dollars.
Yeah, she's giving it to me for
Oh
free.
my god.
What?
Now we got to buy a dolly so we can get it in the house. It's crazy.
No.
I'll lend you a dolly.
Chris,
Oh,
it is
thanks,
on
Jason.
it is on wheels. It has wheels on it so you can easily
Does
move
it?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it has wheels.
Just
It
like
makes it very easy to
meals-
go right out to the garbage so you can throw it away.
Meals on wheels.
No, treadmills on
Wheels.
wheels.
Treadmills on wheels.
Wheels.
Oh my god. Zach Bonifer says I smell a Gastlecast treadmill giveaway.
No, too expensive. That shipping would cost more than the treadmill itself. But the treadmill's free, so I guess
Oh
that
my
doesn't
God.
say much.
Well, I've owned a treadmill in my life, and I
I
remember
know you
buying
have.
it, and I thought it was the greatest thing. I used it for about a month, and then it turned out to be a unit to hold all of my clothing because I would just put all my shirts on it. It became like a coat rack.
That says something about you. It does not say anything about me. That's like the people that get cheated on and assume every other boyfriend or girlfriend that they have in their entire life is going to cheat on them and question them, and they follow them places and stuff like that. I am not the cheating ex-girlfriend, aka I am not the person who's too lazy to get on that treadmill.
I don't need you on any treadmill. I want you to keep that buttocks the way it is. I don't want it to be any
want
different.
to
But
be
I
healthy
think what
and not
Chris's
winded all the
concern
time.
is that you're going to get on an elliptical instead of the treadmill. Once you have the treadmill, you're going to start seeing an elliptical.
Yeah.
You have a point. Should I just get an
Exactly.
elliptical then?
No, you shouldn't get anything. You
I
should
want a
use your
treadmill.
gym membership and go to the gym.
I think what Chris
I'm not
is
going
saying,
to the gym. You
I think what Chris is saying is that he loves you just the way you are, and you
I
don't have to
do.
change
I
for
do.
him.
I
No,
love
I'm
your
not. No, no,
buttocks
no,
and-
no, no. I'm not talking about losing weight or anything like that. I'm talking about getting my body feeling good. Like I enjoy to be active, and we live a
What
life.
happened today?
He believes that he thinks you're better sedentary.
What happened today with being active? I didn't see you active at all today.
I don't want to discuss what's going on with myself right now.
No, you look like a potato. sitting
so I would appreciate it if you don't ask
there. Okay,
questions
so
like
are
that.
you telling me that the treadmill is going to help you and make you feel better?
I would assume so. Yes.
Okay, can we test this out? Can we borrow it for like a week and see if you really like it or
It
not?
is free. If I don't like it, I will take it to the frickin' dump.
Will you?
Whoa.
Yes.
She'll never take it to the dump. That's
Yes,
a lie.
I will.
That's a lie. Okay, anyway, guys, I'm glad you came here to watch us fight. Aaron says, BS, when I come to Maryland for FDO next year, guess where I'm staying?
Okay,
On
but
the
that's like
treadmill.
a night.
On your treadmill. Yeah, we're going to have a bed and breakfast for treadmills.
It's gonna be like, so what sort of amenities does the new Gastlecast the Gastle have? Oh, well, we have a fitness center. It's in your room.
Exactly.
It is the bed.
Exactly.
And just like put 2 5-pound weights in there too, so you could do some lifting.
Is that
You
not
could do
a
some
brilliant
walking.
idea, though? That it's a bed that transforms into...
And that's how it wakes you up. It'll get you up in the morning by just,
Yeah.
but it'll malfunction and shoot you out the window.
No, you hook little things to your arms, and you wake up, and it brings you up like this, like your Frankenstein. And you
that
grab
would
onto
never
the
go
bar.
wrong either. That would never go wrong.
Oh my God! Rip your arm out of the socket; it'd be beautiful.
Rip off your arms because you're like laid on the side. And you're like, "Ugh."
Oh man! Well, I can't wait to get that big hunk of junk treadmill into our new home. It's gonna be great.
Derek said tread and breakfast.
Tread and breakfast. Oh, that's a perfect name.
I like that.
That's a
Okay.
good one.
So if
I like
I'm able to get this, can I get something like a full-size Iron Man?
What?
No, I'm saying if you're getting a treadmill, can I get like a full-size Iron Man?
First of all, where are you going to find a free full-size Iron Man?
I don't know. I didn't say it's
Second-
free, but I'm saying if you're able to get the treadmill, I should be able to get something like that myself, right? Or
You buy Hot Toys all the time. Can I just have like one thing that makes me happy, or are you just going to buy yourself everything?
I should make you happy. What? One thing that makes you happy? I just watched her eat an ice cream with cookies inside of it. She had
Oh.
she cooked cookies or bake cookies and then put ice cream on top of it. I watched her eat it. You're telling me that's not bringing you happiness? What's that bringing you?
It actually wasn't that good. Like, it
Oh
looked
my
better
God.
than it was.
Okay, we got to end this episode. I'm getting sick of this now. Now it's like the treadmill is her new husband. Unbelievable. Can you believe this?
I believe it.
Better than a husband. It doesn't tell me I can't buy a treadmill.
So
The treadmill won't mind if you brought a free Chris home.
Exactly.
Since we're in the podcast world currently, Heather, go ahead and talk about your podcast for 2 seconds.
Are
Oh,
you
boy.
serious?
Yeah.
I don't like to promote things
Go
on
ahead.
other. Jesus. Okay. Well, I started a new podcast. It's called The Office Orientation. Office Orientation. Sorry, I said that wrong. Where I am watching The Office for the very first time ever and telling you my thoughts on it. And it is a lot of fun. So go check it out, The Office Orientation, wherever you can listen to podcasts. That was more than 2 seconds.
And can I just say that Heather is putting her damnedest effort into this thing, and it's great. And I cannot wait to see her at work on the treadmill doing the office orientation. I think it's great.
Is there going to be a special treadmill edition of it?
That would
where
be
she's
fantastic.
where she's going to be like, zzz, zzz, zzz. And the best part was where Michael said that's what she said.
What was the band where the guy... Oh, it's Rammstein. Where the guy is on a treadmill the whole time, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Keyboardist.
Yeah.
Well, not the whole time, but a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with the podcast.
Derek
It's gonna be
Schaefer
good.
says a life-size Thanos. He's right. A life-size Thanos. I would
Hope
like
you
the
can find
Funko
it for
Pop. I want the
free.
big Funko Pop version that they had at New York Comic Con last year. That was awesome. Remember, we are the Gastlecast, Heather and I, and you can find us fighting or having a good time. You never know what you're going to get. On YouTube, it's just search Gastlecast, Gastlecast. Also, check us out on Instagram. We're at Gastlecast. And then look up this great group on Facebook called Gastlecast We Hunt Together. You're not going to want to miss out on that. So we just promoted ourselves, Jason. What do you have?
I am Swaboba Fett. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. And also, I'm that $7 a pop guy. So you can find me. I'm making videos every week, baby. Even when I'm on vacation, baby. I'm making them videos.
Making dem videos.
You do good.
Yeah. So check out their channel as well so you can see me and do me doing funny things and doing green screen. This week, it's going to be another green screen spectacular. Now I'm back home with my green screen and saying the words green screen. But this one's going to be fun, especially for you sports fans out there.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. We'll look forward to that. Guys, thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us. We will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye-byes.
All right. So that's great. Heroic nonsense. That is heroic nonsense for this evening. I did want to mention, I talked about this a little bit before, and I don't know where I left off with it. So unfortunately, I have no idea what I said so far because we've talked about so much. But we have a charity that'll be starting up very soon, and more or less it's in honor of our good friend Jacques Morgan. He had a family member pass away recently, and he reached out to us actually the day that we found out about the Black Panther. His family member had actually passed away like before, and he never really broke the news with us. We had no idea. But Chadwick's death is kind of what resonated with him to speak out and say, hey, can we do some sort of charity? That would be awesome. And could he get some help from the Gastlecast? And we said, absolutely, of course. So we do it in the names of all the folks out there who are dealing with such a monstrosity as cancer, F cancer, as we like to say. So we're banding together. Our plans are still coming together as we speak, but we're banding together with Popping Off Toys, of course, $7 a pop, and Heroes Hideout, which is another online Funko Pop related store. All three are great people, ran by great people, and serve all the Funko Pop collectors out there. So we're really excited about it. We actually received a bunch of boxes that we've been showing in videos. Yesterday I came home and there was a box out front of our house. Honest to God, I thought it was a new refrigerator, or not a refrigerator, but maybe like a washer or something.
A dishwasher.
A dishwasher. I really honestly thought that's what it was. And it turned out it was a bunch of collectibles from one person. One person sent all these collectibles, and it's just remarkable the amount of love that's being shown right now. In fact, we're being contacted by several people asking how they can donate and what they can do. And if you're looking for the answer to that question, send anything that you want collection-wise to P.O. Box 133, Annapolis Junction, Maryland, 20701. That's our Gastlecast P.O. Box. We'll get that stuff. We'll bring it home, and then we'll figure out how we're going to work the raffle. It's going to be a raffle kind of based thing. And I know Jacques, we think.
We're 99% certain. We were tossing around the ideas of an auction and a raffle, and I think that he's decided he wants to do raffle style.
So Jacques Morgan is actually throwing this. He's actually we're letting him helmet, and we're just doing anything we can to help him. So if you want to help out, send something to that P.O. box, and we'll make sure it goes up for the said raffle. I don't think we're going to be collecting donations or money, are we?
No. I figure if you want to donate, and you're not really you don't need to have anything. I mean, you can still put in for the raffle.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can still try to buy something that's going to be on the raffle because that's what it's all about. So we're excited about it, and we're excited to tell you. Look out for the new video tomorrow where we unbox that big box of stuff.
It's really cool.
And there's some really cool things in there, things that I haven't seen in a very, very long time. I was kind of shocked over some of the stuff that was inside of that box. So can't wait for you guys to see that. But as far as I'm concerned, Heather, I think that's all we've got for tonight. Jason, do you have anything to close out with?
I have nothing to close out with.
Actually, it's weird. Jason forgot what he had to say. He said something about let Heather get the treadmill. I don't know.
Oh my God.
What that means.
Yes. Treadmill gate.
Somebody's asking.
Treadmill gate 2020.
Somebody's asking about Handy Squirrel, and here's Handy Squirrel.
Jason, have you seen this?
Yeah, I cry every time a picture's posted of it. I put the crying emoji.
Hey guys. I've been trying to get the voice down. I have a hard time during the videos. I'm like choking the entire time I'm trying to do his voice. Hey guys, how you doing? And the other day,
You sound like Meatwad.
Right? a little bit, yeah.
Come on, man. What's wrong?
Heather?
I'm just a hand. Come on, man. I'm just a handy squirrel.
Hey Heather, would you like to see my nuts?
Funko Drummer 94 says Handy Squirrel on the treadmill.
I would end up having all my fingers broken. It would be fantastic. Actually, I'm going to talk to Jake Carr, our guy, our friend who makes all the things for us. He makes all like the pins and things for us. I'm going to see if he can make me like kind of a tree, kind of a cutout, like out of plastic, put a hole in it, and then I can have Handy Squirrel sticking out of it, and he can be a part of some of our videos because people seem to be really taken with him.
Handy Squirrel's glory hole.
See, we're making history. We're making history here tonight, folks.
Dean asked, has Heather tried it out yet? Dean, the answer to that is yes, but you wouldn't know because Chris decided to cut that part out of our video.
No, you held his hand and gave me a high five with his hand.
It was the funniest thing you've ever seen in your
wasn't.
life. It was great.
Heather, you're just plain nuts. See?
You use the same jokes over and over.
Because that's Handy Squirrel, though.
No, he gets
that's
old.
That's not Chris. That's Handy Squirrel.
That's Handy Squirrel talking about.
Can I? Hey, Heather, how about after this I'll show you my acorns?
The man's nuts. Grab him.
You want any more of this? Are we done with Handy Squirrel?
Please.
You know what I love is that his head is on the middle finger. I think it's great. Why are you trying to take his legs off?
No, I was trying to shake his hand.
Oh, here. Hey! Oh my God, I lost one of his legs. Thanks a lot,
right
Heather.
in front of you.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we lost it. Okay, man down. All right.
I got one. I'm going to throw it in the trash.
I'm a handy, capable squirrel. I'm missing a log.
I need a roller skate, man. Put him on D.
I'm just a middle finger. You do a way better voice than I do, Jason. Maybe we should dub you in. Here, let me get that.
I'm going to dub it because I'm a handy squirrel.
Oh, Heather, can you give it to me? It's in between your legs.
No, it isn't. It's on the floor. Stop tickling
no,
me.
This is a family program.
Okay, that's it. All right, that's it. We saw weird things tonight. What the F, Chris? We need that footage. It's gone.
I picked it up with my feet.
Huh?
In case anyone was wondering.
I like to mess with Heather's hair. Oh, you almost broke my finger for real.
Good.
I heard a little.
I hope I break your fingers and you
real.
can't fit his stupid hands on
Hey,
you.
would you be excited if I stuck this on the the tip of my hog? What would you think? Oh my God! What if you woke up and it was Handy Squirrel was coming through the sheets? Wouldn't that be the greatest thing ever? Would that be hot? Would it be a turn on for you?
I'm gonna guess no.
Would it? I'm not ending this until I hear an answer. Would it or would it not be hot if Handy Squirrel was on my hog?
No.
I'm demanding an answer.
No,
Why
I
are
don't think
you
it would
saying?
be cool.
Oh, no. Why are
I
you
don't think it would be. I don't want to be put down there, man.
All right. Well, Heather had to be a party pooper at the end of this whole thing. How do you like that?
You're talking about putting a weird toy on your downstairs.
Right. He'd be showing you his nuts. Of course. Say thank you.
I don't like it.
Guys, thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us. And remember, as always, we hunt together, yes. We will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.